I got a little unboxing here, some stuff from Amazon for the Dotson project. So we got a huge benefit of what I'm doing here with the 350Z suspension and the Chevrolet engine is parts for this project are fairly cheap compared to custom Dotson products. I love Techno Toys suspension and the Apex engineering. Looks really awesome, but for the 350Z we can get some control arms off Amazon really cheap. If these bushings don't hold up, then I will replace them. But as far as the machined aluminum parts, it's good to go. Those are $100 for a 350Z lower control arms. Max feeding rods. And if they fail, then we'll replace them with something a little bit different later on. Max feeding rods. I think it's a rear camber kit for a 350Z. It's like $100 and something bucks. A little over $100. And the sticker. And we've got the rear camber arms, the rear traction arms. I'm not affiliated with Max Feeding in any way. I've got a lot of their parts over the years. And the theory is, instead of waiting, you know, to save up for the highest quality parts that are on the market and stretching this project out for a long period of time, you know, this is like $120 for that rear camber arms, traction arms, full adjustable, lower control arms for a 350Z. And there's the little 5.3. I don't know if you guys have seen this thing with a spoiler on. I kind of dig the old school whale tail. It's just kind of giving it that old hot rod look. But from the last video, you can see that that's going to fix my camber issue in the back here. That rear kit. Got some positive camber going on in the front. I'm waiting on the upper control arms that are adjustable for that. And that's going to take care of those wheels looking out of whack. And another buddy of mine, we put our heads together yesterday and really looked at this ground clearance issue. It's a major issue. So what's going to end up happening is, if you can see the height of where that subframe is mounted there, I'm going to shave that down and bring that whole subframe up about 2 inches. It's going to correct some of the issue with the angle of the steering, the lower control arm, and I mean, it's just too low. You know, it's got to be addressed. So that's where we're at on the front end. The mock-up didn't look as bad as completely setting it down on the ground and all bolted in right here where it is, and it's just too low. So that'll help that. That should help actually with the camber, a bit of issue with the camber. It'll kick the bottom of the wheel out just a bit, lining a better angle up with that lower control arm, so that'll help the camber on the bottom of the wheel, and then the control arms will adjust it in at the top. So that's gonna take care of my issues on the front end of this 350Z suspension. But like I said, it's just a lot cheaper and more reasonable for me to do this, because now I've got the Rev 9 coilovers in, like $600 for adjustable dampening coilovers. You know, later you can go to the BC Racing coilovers for like $1,100 if these give trouble. So, and just for an overall, you know, street car and part-time track car, I think this will be the way to go. If something breaks, it'll be easily replaceable and easily accessible parts, and not super expensive custom parts to race car a Datsun. So I appreciate it, guys. Just an update.